there is a incredible resilience to Crown Heights that I want to talk about in the context of the bigger issues that we're all facing. There's conversations about the 99% and the 1%, but there's also got to be conversations between different parts of the 99%. 99% is a big number, and many of us will find ourselves going up and down the income ladder, up and down the wealth ladder, moving communities, learning how to deal with new people. And hello is a simple and effective tool. Let me just give you an example before I move on. So I was walking down the street just a couple nights ago, and this very petite elderly woman was carrying all these bags. I mean, she must have had literally like, 6 bags in each hand. And so she stopped for a second to put them down. I could only see her from the back, and I said, would you like me to help you carry them? And she said yes, and so I was carrying, first I started out with one handful of her bags, and then I said, well, I'm younger and stronger, not young. Let me take all of her bags. Man, those things were bricks. Everything in them was liquids. I don't know if it was orange juice, ammonia, whatever. I mean, I was struggling just to get down the street after this little old lady. Well, we end up living in the same apartment building, and she has lived there since 1969. Which makes her tenure in that building about as old as my life. And she's got beautiful pictures of her family. Her husband's passed away. She's got 6 kids who've all moved out to the suburbs. And she said, I don't want to leave. I've got everything I need here. I've got the bus. I've got transportation. I know my neighbors. And what I found when I moved to this neighborhood from many years in Manhattan is that people still speak to each other. Revolutionary. They say hi. They greet each other. There are many places in New York, not just in Brooklyn, where people do this, but it was a marked difference from, basically I lived kind of in an NYU dorm. It wasn't really an NYU dorm, but everyone had just graduated from NYU. No one spoke to each other. The hallways, the mail area was filled with mail for people who had lived there briefly and moved out. It was a totally transient neighborhood, unlike this one.